with New York Life, and
Anderson, come on up.
Larry's my
Larry
barbecue
Anderson.
buddy. Come on, Larry.
Larry, are you here?
did
Larry
Larry leave?
must be present to win. Larry
Larry.
Anderson.
He's in there.
Call
Uh-oh.
Larry.
I hope he can hear us.
Larry
He
Anderson.
might have had to go back inside.
Meg Rose, you know Larry, so if you see him in there,
Okay, we'll make sure Larry gets it.
Yeah.
So
Make
yeah,
sure
this will
Larry
be
gets
Larry's,
it. Guys,
Larry's
make sure you
rocketbook.
stay here if you want to get your raffle.
Yeah.
Come on up. All right. So
All right.
thank you so much.
Yeah, thank
Kristen,
you guys. It was
Thanks so
awesome,
much,
and
Kristen.
we'll be at the next one.
Thank
so,
you,
Awesome.
yeah,
Thank
cool.
you.
Good to
Thanks.
see you.
All right, everybody, round of applause for Kristen.
Larry, you won, man.
Larry, there he is.
Larry. Hey, come on
Larry,
up, Larry.
come on up here. Come on up
here.
here, Larry. There he is. Right up here. Come on up here.
Oh, watch out.
Oh, don't trip over the cords there. There you go. So this is Kristen, and you were the lucky winner on the Price is Right.
You got
Oh,
yourself
man,
a
you got
rocket book.
And Larry, I want to take a minute. Put that on real quick, if you will.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's find out who Larry is.
Yeah, who is Larry?
Who is Larry?
Tell us about
Be able to hear
yourself.
y'all?
Let's sign
Yeah,
my
you're good.
barbecue
Tell
party.
us a little bit about yourself, and what are you looking for out there? What kind of jobs are you looking for?
I'm really looking for business development roles. My entire career has been in the investment business, dealing with institutional investors in the fixed income space, and still looking at that, but also looking, to expand that out into business-to-business sales and that type of roles. So.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I mean, someone with your experience. Behind us, like, I don't know if you can see that. It's right up there. It's a circle with some words on it. And we need them to sponsor, I think.
Yeah, I think Ford
we
needs
need
to
them
be here.
sponsor.
Yeah, I think we're giving them free airplay right there.
right.
That's not right.
They get it all the time.
All right, now
All
our
right.
next special guest.
Yes.
Very special guest.
Fanny
Our very own
Dunagan.
roaming reporter.
Everybody, round of applause for
Reporter of
Fanny.
Fanny. If you do not know Fanny, you need to know Fanny
You're
Dunagan.
missing out. So, Fanny, you've got a lot of new developments going on.
Oh my gosh, yes.
You are now with a company. What's the name of that company?
Delaware.
Delaware.
Yes,
Tell us a
so-
little bit about Delaware and all the new developments you got going on.
Absolutely. So Delaware, I actually had quite a few contacts from there from my SAP consulting days. And so they reached out to me to help them with recruitment as well as employer branding. And so now I'm searching for SAP consultants. So if you ever hear anyone saying SAP,
Oh, yeah?
think of me and send them my way. We are...
What is a SAP?
Right?
Yeah.
You're going to have to tell
People,
me.
right? What's
You down with SAP?
I'm gonna
You know me.
Yeah, you
how
know
would
me.
I say it?
Okay.
So it stands for Systems, Applications, and Processes, which
Okay.
is kind of a dull name, yes. But it's basically an enterprise resource planning tool. So it can, it's equivalent to like Oracle, PeopleSoft, things like that. And it connects a lot of the functions across the company it can do everything from inventory
HR
to HR to sales and distribution to shipping, warehouse, production planning. So it's basically one system that can do it all
One
and
ring
tie
to
it all
rule them all.
together.
One
Instead of
system to
multiple
rule them.
dysfunctional
darkness.
systems. That's the big thing. In fact, that's the latest thing as for HANA, yes, because it's a lot shorter to implement, and they basically take the...
So is it because you're
Well-
just so visible and everybody loves Fanny and we see your
No.
face all the time on
It's
LinkedIn?
Part of
who
it.
you know,
Ah.
because I'll tell you the windy road that led me there. Basically, I used to work for a lot of peers in SAP. I used to do training and change management for SAP. And so it was actually my husband's old boss that reached out to me. But Delaware has ended up having a lot of my old colleagues. So it was really nice to kind of like come back to them and kind of fit in with them and not have much of a ramp up.
Yeah.
Familiar
Yeah.
territory, familiar people. That's great.
So-
And you also do a lot of teaching of strategies,
Yeah.
right, on LinkedIn and things like that.
Yes.
What are some tips for job seekers? What would you do if you're looking for employment
Yep.
right now?
Yep.
What would you do?
So I think one of the biggest tips that I would say for job seekers is take a job description, whatever job you're applying to, and pull out bullet points in there that you're super duper great at, basically. and create content around that. So if you're an HR professional and one of the points in the job description is, I don't know, building employee engagement plans, right? So then start creating content all around employee engagement plans. And so that way, you know that's something you want, you know those are things that are in job descriptions, then pump out content around that.
What kind of content?
The content can vary. Obviously, my favorite is video. So if you can, definitely share your tips. There's a great campaign right now on LinkedIn called hashtag 10 tips, 10 days.
Yep, it's going around.
And that's a great way to roll out, 10 different tips that you might have around whether it's employee engagement, SAP implementations, marketing strategies, whatever your expertise is, pull out one tip and post about it over the course of 10 days. And that's a great campaign, hashtag 10 tips, 10 days, to kind of get people started.
It helps you become visible. What it does is it drives traffic to you. It draws those employers to you.
Absolutely.
Because that first video, if I'm on LinkedIn, right, I'm scrolling. I probably missed it. The second video, I missed it.
Yep.
Subliminally, like fifth or sixth video, I've seen your face every day, and I'm like,
and you kind of wonder, what are they talking about?
I got to know what it is.
Yeah.
And it
and
also
I press
sets
play.
you up as an expert, right? It sets you up as somebody who actually knows a specific topic, somebody who knows a strategy, and is able to help educate others and share that.
And I think the difference is that, the traditional way is, here's all my achievements, here's my resume, go for it. But the new way is, here's my tips to do this, here's my advice to solve this problem or to solve this challenge that you have. So it's like a shift in offering what you know, giving advice versus I did 5 years here, 2 years here, and so forth. That doesn't help people as much.
Make sure that company knows, guys, take it from a recruiter. I don't want to tell you guys how long I've been recruiting. You'll know I'm an old dude. So
long time.
Pay attention to what the company is looking for. The keywords are there, but what are they looking for? Are they looking for some administrator, somebody to administrate a software, or looking for somebody to implement a software? I'm thinking of a situation that I had. So that's the advice of a recruiter. Fanny's absolutely right. Pay attention to what they're asking for.
Solve a problem for them.
Yep.
I mean, across the board, there's all these experienced professionals here. You guys have lots of experience. Start showing how you solve problems.
We could build a business right now. If I wanted to, start a business, I could just go pick out every piece right now just from this audience. Right now. I got my HR, and I got my accountant, and I got my
manufacturing,
IT, and I got
engineers.
Boom, it's right there. I start a business. Here we go.
Yep. As a matter of fact, who wants to start a business out here?
Anybody want to start a business out here? All right. There we go.
With each other.
There
we go. Connect with each other.
Love it.
Now you also have a couple other things that you do, like, I don't know, 500,000. One of those is Pathlinks, right? So you want to just plug Pathlinks?
Yes, thank you. So in addition to helping Delaware hire for SAP consultants, I also own a company called Pathlinks. And so I help individuals, professionals, as well as business owners create content for LinkedIn so that you can showcase your expertise, your advice, your tips, and build a brand that way. Because these days, nobody wants to be sold to.
No.
Right? But if you keep on pumping out content, sharing advice, and sharing your knowledge, then over time, they're going to be like, man, I followed that HR person around employee engagement.
Here's the way I
want to
look at
know more about it.
When you go to a restaurant, they don't give you the bill up front before you order.
Oh, that's a good analogy.
Right?
Yes.
You order your food, they bring it out, you get full, and then they bring you the bill. Right?
Yeah.
So give all that value first, right?
Yep.
And start pumping out content, and what will happen is that employer is going to come to you, and that's your opportunity to bring out the bill. Right? Yeah. You get what you want. Because now you are the expert. You're the,
I'm going to quote Craig Fisher.
Yes.
Right?
Hey, Craig.
For those of you out there, he's head of recruitment marketing at Allegis. He had a wonderful ratio. He says 5-to-1 ratio, give 5 times, then ask.
Love it.
So post 5 times, giving lots of tips, and then your 6th post, then ask, hey, I'm looking for this kind of role. you know.
Boom.
Yeah,
Hey,
have an
Craig,
ask.
next time we
Reach out
see you, we're
to
going to have
me.
you drop the mic.
Well,
Yeah.
and let's real quick because you're partnered with Craig as far as
Oh,
the TalentNet
yes.
meeting coming up
Yes.
in December. So I really
TalentNet
want to talk about that
Live.
TalentNet
Yes.
at Toyota.
Toyota headquarters.
Okay.
Yes.
So tell me what TalentNet is, and then can job seekers come to this thing too, or what?
I don't know the answer to that question.
do. I was setting you up.
Trevor, what's the answer to that question?
Yes, yes,
so
you can.
let's determine
Awesome.
what TalentNet is. Tell us what TalentNet
Yeah,
is.
tell us what TalentNet is.
So actually, they are celebrating their 10-year anniversary.
Yep.
So this is the 10th year this has been going on, and it is a wonderful, intimate kind of conference, usually around 300 people that are recruiters, HR professionals, talent acquisition professionals, all coming together to share ideas, best practices around recruitment, hiring, branding, using video for recruitment.
That was the discussion
right?
last year about how to
Yes.
use video
That was
to
the-
connect with the
Yes.
job
New.
seekers.
Yeah.
You know? And
so
yeah.
basically all the top of mind and the latest trends, the latest HR technology and tools for HR. So Craig is, I mean, he knows everybody, it seems like, in
does.
HR
Craig
and
Fisher
recruitment.
is the one that heads
So he
that on.
basically pulls everybody together, has wonderful speakers, super casual, because when you have that kind of intimate setting, you really get to talk to people
Oh, yeah.
and mix with them. He has
Networking.
lots of audience interactions.
Yep.
You
It feels
guys,
like a family,
the
kind of
Who
like
Know
you
Network,
guys.
you need to be there if you're HR for sure.
Yeah.
Right? If you're a recruiter in
Yeah.
that space.
Definitely
And we'll
talent
talk to
acquisition.
Craig.
Who's there?
Yeah.
Like,
What-
I mean,
what-
we're talking like the lead recruiter for Toyota, right?
Yeah.
The head
Yeah,
of
it was-
head of recruiting
This
for
is
Whole
access to
Foods.
Toyota
I mean, we
Yeah,
were,
yeah, it was
we're
a-
talking.
Yeah.
Huge,
Well, and we'll
huge
talk to
things.
Craig. I mean, because there is an expense to get in, but maybe we could have a coupon code or something. Who you know? Because we're going to be there, so maybe we can have something going on.
If
for
you're a
the job
talent
seekers.
acquisition
Yeah,
leader, it is
good
well
idea.
worth the money. I'm here to tell you. I was at the very first one. Craig and all of us have been friends forever. I can tell you stories that probably not interested right now, but they are the best on the planet.
Yeah, think of it, for a conference, for all you event planners out there, for a conference to last 10 years, and he puts on two, one in Austin and one in
One Austin, one
Dallas,
local.
Yep.
every year, twice. So
The last
it has
one was
longevity.
at Whole Foods World Headquarters in Austin.
Yep,
Yeah.
in Austin.
It was amazing.
Yep.
Amazing.
Well, and you
Yeah.
also need to know Craig just in general because he's with Allegis,
Yep.
right? Which
Yeah.
is a huge organization,
Yep.
right?
Yes.
Huge
Yeah, it
hiring
is.
organization.
Yes,
So you got to know
absolutely.
Craig Fisher.
Yeah.
Well,
Brent
and you got to know
Fisher,
Fanny
you got it.
Dunagan.
You got to know
Thank
Fanny
you.
Dunagan.
Yeah.
Fanny Dunagan. Did we have
you.
any raffle or anything that you wanted to give away?
Not today.
Not today. That's okay.
Yes.
No
Thank
worries. No
you.
worries. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Thanks so much,
And
Fanny.
before we get to our next speaker, I see somebody in the audience over here I want to pull up. Yeah. No, Kyle. Kyle, come on
Who's
up
that?
here.
Is that
Kyle
Kyle?
Burt.
Kyle.
Is that Kyle?
Kyle
Burt?
Burt. Come on up here,
Hey,
Kyle.
Kyle Burt. Kyle is the man.
Yeah,
Kyle.
Man.
Appreciate
let
you,
me tell
man.
ya.
Kyle is the man with 50 grand.
Man in the 50 grand.
grand.
What's
You
going
left him
on?
Hanging.
Hey, just hanging, man. Thanks for the invite.
Appreciate you coming out.
We appreciate everything you do and what you teach us, Kyle.
This
Yeah.
guy,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
going to tell you, is like the tech guru. His brain is so big. I don't know all the stuff he knows, but he teaches me some things. A lot of the live shows that we do and stuff like that, he's helped me out so much when we went to Video Marketing World and all that kind of stuff. So I wanted to give you a quick shout out. And we talked
cool.
this morning. You're expanding. You got some things going on, and you're going to be looking to bring on some new people.
Oh,
Talk
yeah.
to me a little bit about that.
Yes and no. So I used to work for a very large corporate company. They got blue logos waving all over the downtown Dallas. So
Me
a
too.
telecom company. I hung that hat up back in 2016 and started my own company back then. And I've just had a lot of success with it up until this point. So just trying to bring that level to other people, like just see how I can help them get that technology field. And it's just an industry that not a lot of people know a lot about it right now.
I don't know nothing about it.
Yeah,
I don't know anything about it.
right.
Now, Kyle,
That's why I need you.
Yes, of
growing
course.
you
now.
again have
Yeah.
Dialed in every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Central Time. Try to stick to technology-focused leaders and just have a conversation. I keep it pretty much no structure, and we just kind of just kind of riff.
No structure, good structure.
No structure. So, you know what? No structure. I always toss around that idea. Like no structure is actually turns out to be some of the best shows.
Yeah.
Like I had a guy on the show. He's like, "Hey Kyle, I got an idea. I got sticks. I do stick fighting, and I also do cybersecurity." Came on the show and started doing stick fighting and related it to like how self-defense in your house relates to cybersecurity in a company, and it was fantastic. We had zero structure. We just kind of went.
Sometimes you just got to do it, right?
And I'll tell you what, that gentleman landed a job because, going full circle back to Fanny Dunagan, he got exposure. A guy that reached out to him that he knew him from way back when said, "Hey, I didn't know you did cybersecurity. We're looking for a CISO." There you go.
There it is.
Oh, wow.
It's all
There
about
you go.
who you know.
There you
That's
go.
it.
It's all about who you know.
Yeah.
Who you know.
So, you know,
Well, Kyle, thank you so much, man. You've just been a blessing to us, and we appreciate you.
appreciate it,
Yeah,
man.
thanks
Look
for
forward
showing
to
up here too at Career Search.
look forward to seeing that studio evolve of yours.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
awesome.
Cool.
Thanks
guys.
again, man. Appreciate you.
Blessings
All
to
right,
many
Kyle
people,
Burt
man.
in the house.
All right,
Round of
yeah.
applause.
All right. So
Next up,
we got Beverly.
Who we got? Beverly Parker.
Beverly is with
Woo!
managing director of financial additions and HR additions, right? So
Yes,
thank
sir.
you for joining us. Thank you for being here at Career Search at CityWorks. This is also not your first rodeo here at Career Search, right?
No, this is my second time.
Yeah,
so
second
I liked
time.
it so much, I came back.
Well,
That's
thank
right.
you so much.
Yeah.
Thanks so
Good.
much for rejoining, and we just want to see, you here at every single one that we do. But tell us a little bit more about financial additions, HR additions, what you guys are doing.
Sure. So Financial Additions has been around for over 20 years. They specialize in contract to hire, and direct hire roles for accounting, finance, tax, and audit, all disciplines. I am actually on the board for Fort Worth HR Management Association in Fort Worth, and because we were working so many roles just organically for HR, we decided to make it a specialty. So now we're covering all disciplines of HR, from recruiter to CHRO, and all over Tarrant and Dallas County. So
That's fantastic. I know that, the HR disciplines have some more than others, but there is significant turnover. We're seeing a lot of HR folks that are coming through the network.
I'll
Yeah.
tell you,
That's
a
fantastic.
growth opportunity for a lot of companies we're talking to is also the training and development.
Yes.
Because we have a lot of excellent employees who are about to retire or change, and they need good training for people coming up. We have Generation Z coming into the workplace. We just, by droves, which is awesome, but they need some training. And e-learning is a very hot discipline right now, and we're excited to be a part of it.
Corporate America kind of went flat on training and development for a number of years, maybe even 5. Then they said, uh-oh,
You know what?
we made a mistake, and now you're seeing the turnaround on that.
We see that too firsthand. I mean, at our company, we see that there was a specific, when I came into the business in the financial services industry, we got trained live in-class training, and it was fantastic. And now everything has shifted to online video training.
A lot of video.
Gamification.
And, which is great. And online courses are good, kind of at your own pace type of stuff. That's okay. But I would like to see that return. There is a need for that because we're seeing some of that impact that
I'm
shift
very
has.
much someone that needs to learn face-to-face and have an instructor and be
Tactile.
live. Like, I can't necessarily, like, the online stuff bores me and I fall asleep. And I can't, I'm not paying attention to the online
Funny
stuff.
to
you
hear
know what
Trevor
I mean?
say that, isn't it?
That's right.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is.
That's the way it is.
It's just the way it is.
Well, and I'm hoping that companies will adopt both approaches,
Yeah.
have online and in person, because there's so many people coming out of college right now that they haven't really been in classrooms anymore.
Isn't that
They're doing a
crazy?
lot of online
wow, that's true.
classes. So they
Crazy.
go, why would I sit for 8 hours when I took my government class in college at home?
Yeah, all online.
Yeah,
Yep,
all
yep.
online,
It makes
so-
sense. I think there's a younger audience for that. I
But-
kind of like the face-to-face,
What are you seeing in the accounting and finance space? Is there, a lot of influx of jobs that are being posted? Are you
Yes.
engaged quite a bit?
So I have 3 children, and I am begging them all to become accountants. I mean, the unemployment rate for accounting and finance is at like 1.4% for the DFW area. I mean, that's
Wow.
it's a good market to be in, no matter if you are a bookkeeper that just wants to do 20 hours a week, or if you want to climb a corporate ladder and end up as a CFO. I mean, there's an opportunity.
So you don't have to have a CPA to do that?
No, I mean, for the CFO probably,
Sure.
but for the bookkeeper, we have a couple roles right now open that are bookkeeping. You don't have to have a CPA by any means.
Wow.
So.
What are some of the active positions, the hot ones that you got right now that you're trying to fill?
Hot and active is data analysts.
Data
Data
analyst.
analyst.
Any
That
data
makes sense.
analysts in the
Yeah.
house?
Yeah.
Let me hear you.
I think that, yeah, I know the person.
Hey, woo! There's a
We'll connect after. Me and the one
Oh, that's
person.
one guy. Woo!
Financial job seekers, I strongly suggest that you guys connect with Beverly. Beverly has been a leader because she cares. And she gets out, she comes to a lot of our CSN groups, especially our finance and accounting group and HR. Hey, Rick and Beverly, as well as other people that care, kind of float to the top. Those are the people you want to connect with because they will give you 100% effort in what you're trying to do. So Beverly Parker is her last name.
Thank you. One of the main reasons I came and stay at Financial and now HR Editions is because our interview process, we don't just look at what can you do. We look at what you want to do,
Right.
what is important to you. We spend more time at work than we do with our families. We need to enjoy it. And not everyone wants a culture that's the same. Some people want to work in quiet offices. Some people want to work in, more progressive. Some people want to be in jeans. Some people don't. And we take all those, even the smallest things into consideration.
So wait a second, you're telling me that you're trying to match people with what they're passionate about?
Yes.
What?
I know.
Most of the leaders in corporate America that you guys see have a passion for what they do. They're not just a robot that does a certain function.
Yeah. Making
Well,
it
thank you
good.
so much. Anything else as far as the hot jobs that you're looking for, Phil?
I think we've
Data
covered it.
analysts?
I appreciate the time here today, and I've loved enjoying meeting each and every one of you.
Awesome,
All right.
awesome.
Thanks
so
Thank
much,
you so much
Beverly.
for coming.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you. All right.
Round of applause for Beverly.
All
Who we got?
right.
Who we got?
All
Next
right.
up is Daniel. Daniel, you're going to have to help me with that
hey.
last name.
Actually,
How do we pronounce it?
Lengyel.
Langell. Daniel
Langell.
Langell from Spectrum
actually-
Financial
Oh,
Group.
that makes
Yes,
sense. Lingo. Yeah.
That's correct.
Daniel, I think we had met, or maybe not in person, but through NAFA, right? The,
that
the
was- yeah.
association. So I'm the immediate past president now of the board of NAFA. So I know that we've at least talked
Great
on
to
the
see you
phone.
again. Yeah, absolutely. So
Well,
thank you for
welcome.
having me.
Welcome.
Yeah,
No,
Spectrum
that's
thanks for
Financial
coming.
Group. Yep, Daniel's with Spectrum Financial Group.
Tell us a little bit about the company, the culture, and anything you got going on that any positions that you're looking to fill right now.
All right, perfect. So Spectrum Financial Group is an organization headquartered here in Dallas, down at the Galleria. We have offices up in Oklahoma City, Tulsa, and really have a footprint from essentially Texarkana out to Amarillo in the state of Texas. We've got 150 advisors that are part of the organization, and one of the unique things about them is that they tend to have a pretty balanced focus on asset management as well as risk management. And then as a firm, one of the things, it was interesting, I think one of the guests said earlier, give 5 and ask for 1.
Yeah.
Well, we took a similar approach in the financial services world where most individuals in sales professions were simply graded by production. So, do more, get more. And what we found is that, people were overworked and they were overwhelmed, and as they became more successful, their incomes went up, but their quality of life actually suffered.
Yeah.
And they didn't have, the free time that they were looking for. They didn't have the relationships with their family and friends that they were looking for. So we developed this concept of a healthy practice, meaning how successful someone wants to be is perfectly fine, but let's make sure that they're balancing that with healthy elements of their life.
That's great, because I know in the industry, right? I mean, it's like, hey, we've got great work-life balance, but if you want to be successful, you're not going to have that.
You're going to grind.
Yeah.
That's exactly it, right?
Yeah.
It was 80-hour work weeks and give up everything else in your life, and you'll have a big bank account. And, at the end of the day, most of those people who made more money just spent more money, and they didn't have a quality of life as well. And so we're big believers in empowering not only clients, so our advisors working with the clients, but empowering advisors to live their best lives. And there was a book out years ago called The Dream Manager. And funny enough, the title, a little ironic, I always thought that, well, that's the ideal manager that someone's looking for, right? The dream manager. Well, that wasn't it at all. It was the concept of a company who actually hired an individual to make sure that they were connected with everybody in the organization and understood their dreams. So, Trevor, if your dream was, I want to have a vacation home in Italy.
I do.
Okay, well then there you go. So what collectively can we do as an organization to help you achieve that dream?
Yeah.
And just found that to be a really incredible concept, and it's worked extraordinarily well within our organization.
And some people's dreams are different than others. Like, not everybody wants the beach house or whatever, right? I mean, some people want,
it's not all about
different
the money.
things.
Absolutely.
Maybe it's more work-life balance or whatever. I mean, who knows what it is, but
yeah,
everybody's goals are different.
That's absolutely true, and a very special story. So we have a woman who's worked with in the industry for about 45 years, and with our organization for the last 15. And she had never owned a home before, and that was her dream.
Yep.
And after about 3.5 years of pulling everything together, she was able to do that, and it was as rewarding for everybody in the organization, I think, as it was for her to actually accomplish, that vision.
That's amazing.
So it's pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, I think people are a product of their environment, right? It's kind of like a plant. A plant starts off as a seed, and it needs good soil, it needs good water, it needs the sunlight. You're a product of your environment. It can grow to be massive, it can grow to be a tree, or it could die. So if you have a good culture that can help people grow like that, I think it's important.
Yeah, live their best life,
Yep.
right?
That's right. So who are good candidates for you? Are there people that you find are more successful than others, coming from different disciplines or industries?
question.
Great question, Mark. So historically what we found was typically individuals who had a number of years of business experience. And what they were really looking for was freedom and flexibility, meaning that they had gone from an environment where they had vacation days and set pay or salary and bonus, but there weren't huge spikes necessarily in any given year in income, and they really wanted to be more entrepreneurial, but in an intrapreneurial type of an environment, meaning they didn't want to go hang a shingle and be responsible for the entire P&L. And we still find those individuals on a day-to-day basis, but we've also found younger individuals, meaning closer to graduating from school, because of the creation of a team environment and a mentoring program. We have a lot of senior advisors who are looking to bring newer people in onto their teams, and it becomes a lot less of a significant transition for that person who's 2 or 3 years out of school, really doesn't have a lot of sales experience, but this is a way for them to kind of ease their way into the business and decide if it's for them. And then the other part of it specifically would be females. So this is a huge initiative with our organization right now. It's interesting, females make up 47% of the workforce, yet in the financial services industry, they represent less than 17% nationally.
Oh, wow.
And what's interesting is when you interview women that organizations have between the ages of 38 and 50, 85% of those women say that they would prefer to work with a woman financial advisor.
Yeah, that's a great point. In our office, the top advisor in the company for the last 3 years, the last 3 years in a row has been a female, for the entire company.
And so what we're trying to figure out, and I think we as an industry can do a much better job of it, is what elements of the industry are unappealing to female professionals, and what can we do to rectify that first and foremost? And if it's perception or myth versus reality, then what can we do to proactively address the perception and the myth and help people understand, what the reality ultimately is? And so we're specifically looking for female professionals who have a desire to actually run their own business or be a part of a team, and ultimately want to help people achieve their financial freedom and protect the ones they love.
Yeah, and another thing that you might I think find too, and you can probably confirm or deny this, but if you guys are looking for more cultural market, right, exposure, there are huge gaps in the cultural market. So if you speak a different language, if you are from a different culture or ethnicity, I know that goes huge as well. So
It's a great
are you
point,
looking
Mark.
for folks in that?
Yeah, absolutely. So, we have a very, very diverse society here in the Metroplex. In fact, I believe that Irving is one of the most, if not the most, diverse zip codes in the entire country. And so as a result, you're exactly right, meaning a challenge that I have is communicating to somebody in a different language all the dynamics of financial services. And so if we can find somebody who can communicate in those specific markets and provide them with the skills and technique and training, it's a win-win for everybody.
Absolutely.
That is a win-win. We as people, we're all different. We come from different backgrounds. Half of my family's from Mexico. You would be surprised how I connect with people that are from Mexico. And you would never believe that looking at Foster because I don't look like that. But
No,
it's an
I'm
advantage
primarily
because I
Irish.
don't look like it.
Yep.
And when I get in there and I know what we call culturas, some of you guys know what that's all about.
Nope, I don't know what
then,
that is.
Yeah, see, that is the communication I think Daniel's talking about.
Love it.
I mean, yeah, look at me. I'm Scotch-Irish.
Wow,
You
dude.
wouldn't know. I mean,
And you like the Bears?
yeah.
Love it, love it. All right, well, we've got a bag up here.
A giveaway, yes.
All
so,
right, so we got a giveaway. Awesome, awesome.
A small token of our appreciation for you allowing us to be a part of the event. So we have some Spectrum garb, but included in there is a gift card for a night out and having a meal and a movie. So
There you go.
Ooh, there we
All
go.
right.
Okay.
Who do we got here?
Must be present to win. All right, Jill Johnson, come on
She
up.
is right there.
You are the next contestant on The Price is
there.
Right.
Hey, Jill.
Come on down. Love it, love it, love
What a
it.
perfect person to
Yeah,
win that.
it absolutely 100% is.
Jill.
Jill,
congratulations.
congratulations.
Thank you.
Hey, come on, have a seat up here, Jill, if we can hand her the headshot.
Absolutely.
The
Thank
headset.
you
You guys
so much,
are
Daniel.
about
Thank
to
you so much.
understand exactly why
Daniel,
I
thank
said
you.
what I just
Thanks,
said.
Dan.
Jill, come on, have a seat with us. So that was perfect because we were at Frisco Connect just yesterday, and I absolutely loved your testimony.
Well, thank you.
We were talking about your search and what you're doing, and you're using some of the advice that we've been, teaching the job seekers of using the video. So I'd love to get that testimony here for you.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've been in the market for a little while now, and I am looking for multi-unit leadership from an operational standpoint, and I have a passion for coaching, training, and development. And one of the things that I've used is what you all have introduced me to called Bomb Bomb. And it's been an awesome opportunity for me to connect with the people that I have interviewed with at a different level. So it's different than sending an email, sending a thank you card. I'm actually sending a video thank you. And it's the first time, and what I shared yesterday, it's the first time I've ever gotten a thank you for my thank you.
Yeah.
And it's not just, hey, thanks, Jill. It's inspiring, innovative, creative, and genuine conversation and dialogue with those that I've had contact with, whether it has been interviews or connections on LinkedIn from a different dialogue standpoint. And I also appreciate the fact that it has a different tracking system as well, so I can tell how many times somebody's viewed my video. And on average, my videos have been viewed once I've sent them, and they've been viewed on average between 20 and 25 times. So it's been pretty, it's been great for my confidence to say, they're still looking at it. They're still looking at it. So, and it has also allowed some great additional conversations and connections.
That is
You
amazing.
guys feel that energy that's coming from Jill?
Oh, yeah.
Now, there's Scott Smyers, and there's Janice Kammer right over there. And all of them have that same gift given to them by God. They do it in different ways, but it's the same impact.
Thank you.
Jill, I want to introduce you to somebody real quick. This is
Oh,
DeMar
yeah,
Phillips.
DeMar.
He's with Claris.
Hi, Damar. Nice to meet you.
He's with Claris, and one of his giveaways here are these little glass boards because I know you're doing you're writing the name on there, right?
Fantastic. You know I do.
Yep, I know you're using it.
Absolutely.
There you go.
So, hey, there you go. Well,
Thank you very much.
congratulations.
Congratulations.
All
Man,
right.
she got two things there.
Thank you so much.
All right, next up. Hey, we got next up is
Orlando.
Where's Orlando?
Doctor. The
Come on up
doctor,
here, Doc.
The doctor. Here we
We
go.
got the doctor in the house.
Come on up here, Orlando.
How you doing, Orlando?
Doing fantastic, fantastic.
A lot of you guys know Orlando. You've
It's
heard
Texas.
me say
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Yes, this is Texas,
This
baby.
feels
It's
like
hot
Orlando,
out here.
Florida. That's what it feels like.
It does, doesn't it?
Nah, got me up here in the sun. Hey, Orlando, you have a great program. You were just on the radio show actually the other day.
Yes,
So, but tell these fine folks here what it is that you guys do. You are with Computer Minds, and you are, let me get it right, the Vice President of Admissions at Computer Minds. So tell us a little bit more.
All right, well,
you're
basically.
VP now?
I'm sorry?
You VP now?
Oh, yeah.
Come on now.
He's the Veep, Dr. Veep.
Oh, yeah. Well, basically at Computer Minds, what we do is we are a training institution for people to get pretty quick training for its different certifications. We offer training such as like in cybersecurity. We do Scrum Master, Lean Six Sigma. We have project management, supply chain management, database, cloud, Cisco routing. There's just a host of things. So basically what I've found, especially coming out to events like this, people will go out to different tables, speak to individuals, and then they find out one of the first questions that people are asking at the tables or in an interview is, do you have your certifications, or what certs do you actually have? You may have the experience, you may have the degrees, but there's no certs. And unfortunately, in today's working environment, certs have become ever so important nowadays. And that's where Computer Minds fill that gap. It's that bridge to get there. You don't have to worry about, hey, I got to go back to school for a year, 2 years, or a long period of time. Or worse yet, people who are unemployed, they tend to say, well, you know what, the last thing I have is money to spend to go back and get some training. And then also that's where my expertise come in at as well. Oh yeah, because there are grants out there that many people do not even realize that they qualify for. I can't tell you some stories, a lot of different stories that I've heard where people are like, well, I've earned $100,000, or one person, her salary was $211,000 per year at her last position, and she was like, there's no way I'm qualifying for any kind of grant or public assistance. She had a master's degree, but the last thing you want to do is really spend that income when you're unemployed on going back to school. Well, there are grants out there through the Texas Workforce Commission under WIOA. And it really, one portion of the grant, it doesn't matter how much money you actually earn.
That's true.
Okay. For example, under the Dislocated Worker Program, now you would have to get the final approval, of course, from the Texas Workforce. I'm not the Texas Workforce. But under the Dislocated Worker Program, if you're unemployed due to no fault of your own and you're currently receiving unemployment, it doesn't matter how much money you actually make. Your spouse could make $1 million a week. Your last job could have been $3 million a year. It does not matter. Because you're receiving that unemployment, you meet the eligibility requirements. You just have to go through the process. I will step in and assist people in how to navigate through that process in the most quickest way possible.
Now, you've also kind of had a heart for and worked with the veteran space too.
Yes.
Is there a program for veterans?
Yes, actually, there are a lot of different programs that are out there. I'm a vet as well, so I do have a special place in my heart for vets. Actually, with the Texas Workforce Commission, if you're a vet, you get priority treatment. So you go straight to the front of the line if you're a vet. So that's a big thing. So I always tell a lot of vets that I'm talking to, make sure you announce you're a vet. Every chance you get, I'm a vet, I'm a vet, I'm a vet, because they're going to push you straight to the front of the line.
Yeah. There are a lot of times there are programs we don't even know that are not advertised.
Oh, yeah.
Advantages for vets.
Yeah, like, for example, you have one grant that a lot of people don't know about is TAA, which is through the Texas Workforce Commission. That's for individuals where their job was shipped overseas. If your job went overseas, you qualify for funding under the TAA program, and you can get funded, and it will pay 100% of your training.
Wow, is that free 99?
Free 99.
Hey,
free 99.
I got that on me today.
I have heard, we've talked to a lot of people from DXC, HP, they trained their replacements overseas, right?
Oh, yeah. Big time. And if that happens, you automatically qualify. Once again, it doesn't matter about the income or anything of that nature. It's just your job was sent overseas, so there's a training program, a grant program to pay for you to go back to school and get your training.
Fantastic.
And Orlando, you've got an event coming up, right?
Yes, I do.
Tell us a little bit about the event.
All right, great. The event basically that's coming up is called The Blueprint. is going to take place on October the 12th. Earlier, I saw a lot of people out here, they raised their hands when the question was asked, who's looking to start their own business?
Yep.
Well, this event is geared towards people who are looking to be successful in their careers, go to that next level in their careers, but more importantly, it's to highlight, thank you, it's to highlight starting your own business. I have a new book that's getting ready to be released. Actually, this is a preview, and the book is going to be available in stores everywhere come October the 1st. You can actually purchase it anywhere and everywhere, Barnes & Nobles, Amazon, wherever you need to get it. And the seminar is going to be based off of the principles here to become successful. Also, we're going to have some, everything is free. Also, this event is 100% free.
Free 99.
Free 99.
Oh,
all right, because I am looking to take away all excuses here. If you're looking to be successful, excuses are away, going to be taken away. This seminar is not going to be one of those seminars you go to, people give you a little bit here, a little bit there, and then they try to sell you something.
You're going to bring it to them.
Oh, we're going to bring it. It's going to be real talk. We're going to go in depth. This seminar will be from 8 to 9 will be networking, and from 9 to 12 will be discussing the different principles, how to become successful. Myself and my speakers will go very much into depth, give answers, not just, okay, we all are being told what to do, but how about telling me how to do it, and also going even deeper, explaining why we actually do these principles so we can become successful.
You got a great speaker lined up too, right?
Oh, yes, Colette.
Colette.
Burt is a fantastic
Oh,
speaker.
yeah.
Yep.
She is fire. She's extremely knowledgeable. You will learn a lot from her.
You want to talk about passionate?
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, very passionate. But I'm going to tell you, when I say about taking away excuses, you're going to get all this information for free. You also, a lot of people say, well, I don't want to go to an event in Dallas because I have to pay for parking. I don't even want to have the money for parking. Well, guess what? I'm paying for your parking personally out of my own pocket. All excuses are gone. It will be free parking, validated. And on top of that, if you're hungry and saying, no, I don't have any, I'm hungry, I can't go out there on an empty stomach. I'm also paying for breakfast, so it's complimentary. We're taking away all excuses. So doing networking, you will definitely get free breakfast.
Right.
Free parking and a free event.
Love it.
Sound
love
like
it,
any
love
excuses are left.
Yeah, no excuses.
No excuses. October the 12th.
Okay.
That's on the
October
Saturday. You have to register, though. You have to register. Register, and you're also going to be entered to win a free prize as well if you register. But to register, go to dumascorp.com. That's DUMASCORP.com.
I like that.
Well,
Heard it
speaking
here.
of free prizes, is this book a giveaway? Are you giving that away?
Yeah, actually, I am definitely giving this away.
So this is like a preview, like it's not even released.
No, it's not released.
Not even released.
Not even released yet.
Free.
And I'm going to
Man,
autograph it as well,
Fresh
too.
off the print.
Whose picture is that on there?
Well, it's some good-looking guy. I don't know who the heck it is, but I mean, the guy looks pretty good, though. You know, hey, at least that's what I've been told.
All right.
Hey, man, gross. All right, let's see what we got here. What we got?
Who do we got?
Stir it up. Stir it up. Who is this?
Who you got?
Who you know?
Suzanne Kalapauskas? Suzanne.
Well,
You might want to give me that one.
Suzanne Costapaulis?
Paulus? Costapaulis?
Suzanne.
Any
are you-
Suzanne?
No, that's
Just Suzanne.
Suzanne.
Any
Last
Suzanne?
name.
Costopoulos. That is
Suzanne C.
Costopoulos.
Going once.
Going once, going twice here. Let's come back up here
All
to
right.
that
let's
fishbowl.
Need
see
another
Job,
one.
She left.
She got that job and got out of here.
All right, let's
She
see what we
starts
have
tomorrow.
here. What do we have?
Oh, yeah.
Azar Phelps. Azar
Phelps,
Phelps, where is he at? Azar Phelps, come on up here.
Hey, there we go.
And actually, Azar
Come on
is a
up,
beneficiary. He actually is getting his certifications. All right.
All right.
My
that's
man.
good. Look at that. Come on up here.
Come on.
Oh man, he's
Azor.
throwing that coat on and all.
Good deal.
Hey, Azar.
All right, if anyone had to win, I like that.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah.
Congratulations. If you would, throw that headset on here real
Oh,
quick.
yeah. Thank you, guys. You guys have a fantastic
Thank
day.
Thank you so
you,
much.
Doc.
Orlando.
Guys, round of applause for Orlando Dumas. All right. So tell us real quick a little bit about yourself. What are you looking for? Any specific companies, maybe, targets?
Target companies. It changes daily.
Yeah.
It does. It
changes
does.
What
I
are you
know
looking?
Azor.
What are you
Yeah.
looking for? What type of position are you looking
I'm looking for a technical sales position. I've most recently sold test equipment for engines, batteries, vehicles, and other devices that spin and rotate. So, but if it's technical, I can sell it.
Azor, are
All
you a
right.
veteran?
No.
I thought you were.
Nope.
Okay, we thought we were going to brag about that.
Nope, not a bit. But I am going to Computer Minds.
Hey, there you go. See, that was just a setup. We did that. That was all a setup.
Are you really? Man,
Well,
that's crazy.
thank you so much.
Thank you so
Congratulations.
much,
Big
yeah.
round of applause for Azar. Congratulations. All right, next
right.
up,
Perfect.
we've got
We got
DeMar.
We got
DeMar.
We got DeMar.
DeMar.
DeMar
Phillips.
DeMar Phillips.
Man,
Big
like that
Mar.
suit. Looking good.
DeMar
looking
is
good.
with a fantastic company. Called
Claris.
Claris, and
yes.
Claris, man. I watched the video on the About Claris about what if I didn't start the company in my, garage or whatever, like, and what if I didn't stay up all night making glass boards?
It's hard to not be motivated.
That story
seeing
is
that.
fantastic. Tell us a little bit more about Claris.
Claris we just celebrated 10 years this past April, and the heartbeat of the organization is its employees, right? So that's the culture. We're looking for people who are passionate about what it is that you do, that love to come to work, to be part of problem solving, and that's really the spirit of the organization. So I'm just excited to be a part of it and to be able to help lead the people function.
Yeah. Man, let me
There's
tell
so
you.
many applications for what you guys do. I'm glad you're there.
Oh, I'm glad to be there and look at these boards.
Yeah,
man.
I love it. I
right.
love it because, so what I love about the company is it's not just like glass boards, right? You guys do much more than that. Like I've seen some of the stuff that you can project onto them.
That's right. Who knew glass could be so fun?
Yeah.
And have a personality, but it's some exciting things.
Like here's one right here.
Oh, yeah, I knew Trevor was going to get that one. Yeah.
So actually, that one's Mark's. That one's
that Mark's?
Yep, that one's
Here,
Mark's.
let's put some light
He
on
went
that.
for the Chevy
See them
version.
colors? That's in glass.
Yeah.
That's in
That
the
is
glass.
a motorcycle in there. And Trevor used to, Susan, you missed it.
What? Oh, hey, well, stay
We'll
right
take care
there.
of
You
that.
stay
We'll
right
take
there.
care of
We'll
that,
get
yeah.
you a copy.
All right. So tell me about some positions you guys are looking for. Anything that you're looking to fill right now?
Absolutely. So we're looking for project engineers, product design, those types of roles. We hire for sales positions all the time as well, and anyone in the manufacturing operations side, so assembly, production, those types of positions. We're interested in putting people to work.
Awesome.
DeMar, where are you guys located?
We're in Fort Worth, pretty close to the North Richland Hills area.
Okay.
It's off of Jack Newell Boulevard.
Okay.
All right. And actually, when we had you on the show, right, not too long ago,
Right.
we had a special guest on the show at the same
We
time.
did.
Yeah.
Right.
Matter of
Meg
fact,
Rose.
Tell us-
yeah. Matter of
see
fact,
her over there.
let's bring Meg up
She
here.
is.
Yeah,
Let's bring Meg up here. Come on, Meg.
Rose
Come
up
on,
here.
Meg.
Bring
We
the
want to bring
fishbowl.
Meg up
Bring the
here.
fishbowl, yeah, too.
Meg is
Hey,
one of our
Meg.
lovely volunteers. Come on up here, Meg. So
You need a mic or?
I love because you had invited Meg to your factory,
That we did.
and I saw the big thing, and it said "Hello, Meg" and all
Yes.
that on it,
And-
written on the glass, right?
And we are working on an opportunity for Meg. If you've seen her resume, which everybody probably has at this point,
Yeah.
tons of opportunity, tons
yeah.
of experience, and tons of different certifications. And so trying to find a role that fits her personality, I've been in the drawing board writing things down with the team.
Literally drawing it out,
because
figuring it
literally
out.
she could be on a glass board, of course, brought to you by Claris.
Meg Rose is a biochemical engineer, you guys. It's wild. We're from the same part of the United States, so hey.
And I think the way we put it is like her degrees have degrees.
Yeah, her degrees
So-
have
Right.
degrees.
Her degree
And her
is
experience has experience. and
You've
so,
got like
you know.
18 letters behind your name. It's like the whole alphabet's back there, just the whole thing. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I think the only ones that she doesn't have are SPHR, which are mine.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. Well, she was. Yeah, that way she wouldn't
Right.
take your job.
Right. It's safe,
Say,
right?
Hey, you have been, just a great part of the network, and thank you so much for bringing Claris to the event.
Yeah.
And he's got a lot of things
Oh,
to give
yeah.
away. So what I'd like to do also, because Meg Rose, you're up here right now. Meg, you had an idea that we want to unveil. This everybody's looking at this thing like, what the heck is this?
You want to do the
come
unveiling?
on over here.
Come on, Meg Rose.
This is actually for Foster.
Huh?
Yep. Meg Rose wanted to do something special for you, so let's unveil that. Oh my goodness!
Oh my goodness!
Is that?
Wow!
Oh, wow.
Is that
Are those ribs?
Are them ribs?
are ribs?
Are them
Ribs?
Oh, my gosh.
Hey!
I'll get nothing.
And
Okay.
Smoothie King.
Smoothie King.
Oh my gosh.
When you are branded, you guys, you are branded.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
wonderful. I am
Yeah.
a servant of God. That's all I do, and I appreciate that.
Hey,
You guys
Foster,
catch the
Foster,
regular
you take a
show
bite?
at
Come on,
3
man, let me
You'll take
catch
a
the
bite?
regular
Let me
show
That's
at
real
3
meat.
o'clock.
Let me see what time it is.
Catch the
Yeah,
regular
all
show at
right.
3 o'clock. You will see
Love
this
it,
with
love it,
Smoothie
love it.
King.
That is awesome.
You're
Great
sneaky.
job.
So now, Meg, let's give some stuff away. Let's do that. Let's have some
right.
fun. So we've got all kinds of giveaways up here. We got glass boards now.
I'm not sharing. Can't give this away.
For my bomb users, any bomb users out there? Raise your hand. Raise your
Good.
hand. Okay, very
Excellent.
good.
Good.
All right, so let's just draw. Let's draw. Let's draw
gonna draw?
Let's draw some cards. Who do we got here? Who do we got?
Leah Allison.
Hey, Leah.
Leah Allison.
Leah Allison, are you in the house with us?
Nope, I
Must
don't
be
see
present
her.
to win.
Leah, are you inside?
Yeah, we're getting.
There's John.
All right.
Let's see.
Who do we got here? Kelly. Oh,
Mimi Keller.
Mimi Keller.
Mimi.
Mimi was
Mimi,
taking
are you
pictures
here?
with everybody going
Yeah,
around.
Mimi was
She's
there.
a volunteer. She's awesome.
she's
Must-
coming.
Coming?
Where's Mimi?
Mimi Keller.
Mimi Keller. All right, we'll
It's
move on to the
hard.
next one. We'll move on to the next one.
Huh?
How long have them ribs been in there?
I don't know, but I don't care.
Were those ribs good?
Meg Rose said.
Jared Walker, are you in the house? Jared Walker? Man, you guys entered to
You guys
win
are
and then you
missing
left.
out.
What's up with that? Jared
let's,
Walker.
Let's get it rolling. We got
Yeah, yeah.
we'll
Yeah,
get
let's
some
get it
people that
going.
are here.
Yeah, let's
The
get
people
some
that are here, like, hey, I'm right here.
Yeah.
Draw my name.
Lisa Lanier.
Lisa.
Lisa
Here.
Where'd everybody go?
Wow.
Wow. Womp, womp,
Lee
womp.
Clemens is here. Pull his out.
Wayne Campbell.
Wayne Campbell. If you want a glass board, raise your hand. Come on. And, oh,